Hey, what's up, guys? And today, I'm doing an interview with my friend or my YouTube friend AP. Say hi, AP.
What's up, guys? Hi.
He does animated story time, similar. If you know who Yondon the Sauce God is, um, he does something similar to that. But with my first question, what inspired you to get it to do YouTube? Why did you want to do YouTube?
Well, like you said, like anime is like Young Don the Source Gods, Odd Ones Out, Jake Animations. They all inspired me to start doing YouTube and just watching anime as well. Like, I'm really interested sorry, I'm really interested in animation, and
Yeah,
that's
you're
really why not.
yeah, you're very similar to Impacts. He wanted to he wanted to make his own show on Adult Swim. That's what he said in his interview.
Okay.
Um so that's who you were inspired by, right? Young Don Sauce got Odd Ones Out.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's more YouTubers as well, but I can't name them off the top of my head.
Uh I wanted to ask, do you think you'll ever collab with animators? Cuz animators, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. A lot of animators will collab with smaller YouTubers. Do you have anything in the works? Like any animators that you would like to work with or something like that?
Um, First of all, yeah, definitely Young Don the Source God. That's top. Like definitely in the top three.
I actually have to ask you something. You know who King Science is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you feel about that beef between Yondon the Sauce Gun and King Science? Because King Science, who was like in your shoes, was a smaller YouTuber, and he thought like Yondon the Sauce Gun wouldn't respond to him, and so he made like a whole video bashing him and everything back in like late early 2019.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. So was it the video about him saying that Young Don like steals like traces images or something?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's a bit mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that was his earlier work, but I feel like he was a little bit like that's why King Science received so much backlash for that video because he was really just going off because Yondon Saskat wouldn't reply to him when he was smaller. It seems like he was just upset or whatever. And that
Yeah,
reminds
that
me,
sounds like the case.
do you when you make your videos when you get bigger, do you feel like you have responsibility on the content you post? Because kids nowadays, parents blame YouTubers or TV shows for violence and all that stuff. When you post, you tend to be responsible.
Ay, perdóname.
Yeah, like, I'm starting to be more responsible type of content, especially made for kids stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. Do you think your content is really for kids, or it's for more like for an adults for adults?
I'd say it's for like things like lazy kids, kind of. I wouldn't necessarily say that like a 10-year-old could watch my videos or maybe a 5-year-old. Like they might look at their lace and think, oh that looks nice, but like I don't know, like the topics that I touch upon, I don't know.
Oh, okay, okay. You feel like you're in a mixture then. It's a mixture of both, right?
Yeah, kind of in between.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
How do you feel about like? Do you think if your channel's actually growing fast? Because a lot of animators' channels do grow fast, and
Hi there.
when you hit like a certain amount, do you think your ego will ever get out of whack, or will be too humongous? You think that will happen?
I don't think you get heat like you said,
You don't think it'll get huge?
but nah, but I feel like I don't know.
What you say?
I definitely feel a little bit like more. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel a bit. I don't know. I don't know the word.
So you don't really know.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd be like an egotistical like type of person if I got a lot of subscribers. Because I remember where I came from and all of that.
But how do you feel about YouTubers that have like humongous egos, like douche tubers? Is that automatic?
Like what? Sorry.
Like somebody like Jake Paul, you know the biggest YouTubers on the platform.
Oh yeah. I don't know, like it's kind of weird, like especially Jake Paul as well, like the way that he acts. And his audience is pretty young as well, so it's just a bit mad.
Yeah. Actually, while we're still on the topic, how do you feel about people using like the coronavirus or anything bad for like clout?
I think it depends, you know. So obviously it's a very serious topic, and people have been affected.
Yeah, I
I
understand what you're saying.
I think, like, I don't think, like, if you offend anyone, if you don't offend anybody, then I don't think it's a really big deal. You get what I mean?
Okay, okay. How do you feel about people like saying like the coronavirus is fake or it's not that bad? Like, there's a lot of YouTubers that do that.
No, I feel like that's very weird because it's everyone's like people are dying from it, innit? Like people saying that it's fake and everything. It's just being like it doesn't make any sense. Again.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of really sad that they do that. I mean, how you feel like what do you feel about like really bad news channels like drama alert like trying to start beefs between YouTubers and stuff like that?
They're trying to start beef between what? Sorry.
Huh?
Can you repeat what you said, please? A bit easier.
I said, how do you feel like about bad news channels trying to start beef between YouTubers by igniting it? Like the Ricegum versus KSI beef wasn't really big until like Drama Alert started like instigating it.
Well, I feel like YouTube channels like Drama Alert, I feel like the blows different proportions.
You said what?
I feel like the KSI versus. I feel like Drama Alert and other channels like that. I feel like the blow was used at that proportion.
Yeah.
So, like the Ricegum versus KSI beef, I feel like that could have been dealt over like with a text message or something, a few text messages, or maybe a DM. But now it's this whole big thing on YouTube where they're beefing and like he's beefing and all of that.
Yeah, I felt like that was kind of like Keemstar's like kind of his fault because it wasn't even that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And this leads me to my next question. How do you feel about the state of YouTube now? Like, this has been talked about for years between PewDiePie, KSI. How do you feel about the state of YouTube?
In what context?
Like, do you feel it's like bad, it's changing for the worse, or is it getting better?
I feel like it's getting worse, but not as much as YouTube, like other YouTubers say. But I'd say it's getting worse because, like, say when YouTube first came out, it used to be for the creators. Like, there wasn't really any big businesses on it. But now it's all like especially the trending page, you just see businesses. And it's not really like giving a shout out to creators.
You feel like
it's harder for creators to.
You're feeling like YouTube is being corporate now, especially when you got stuff like T-Series being one of the biggest YouTube channels out now, right?
Yeah.
But I also got a question. Remember what happened with the that act between, what was it, Coppa or something like that? What was it called? That huge the they're arresting people for memes or something like that. Like the whole act back in like 2017, 18.
Or is that like the copyright thingy? Like copyright memes and everything?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that that was going on between YouTubers and stuff that was they're attacking them. But like YouTube is becoming so like soft that they'll demonetize something. Like I know this guy that was doing commentary. His name is Prime Hood. I'm actually trying to get him to interview. Like he's been, he does more mature content and he does voice over movies and stuff like that. But YouTube has demonetized his entire channel to the point where he can't make any money off of it. So that's why I was trying to say, like, do you really think that YouTube is actually becoming soft compared to when it was like 9-10 years ago when people can do that type of stuff?
Well, the thing is, I kind of like, well, because like they don't want to put adverts to something that's maybe illegal, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So say if like for example, like if they're giving out Disney adverts or whatever onto YouTube channels, and like the video was, I don't know, like got illegal content in it, that could affect YouTube in a big way. So but at the same time, I think we need to be a bit more lenient to this.
Okay. Also, how do you feel about people like faking pranks and beefs?
No, I don't think it's too bad. Like, it just depends on like who's being affected. Like say for example, like hopefully people are in it, like they know it's cool, and I think that's okay. But say this like one person being like I'm gonna cut this person, she doesn't know who's I don't know. You get what I mean?
Yeah. So how you feel about people trying to expose YouTubers for stuff they did in the past or something like that? When they bring it up, like that stuff they did with James Charles, and because it's like people doing expose and breakup videos, like are getting a lot of views from it. How do you feel about that?
Well, if I think it depends, because it depends on what they said in the past. Like some celebrities have said some like racist stuff in the past, and I feel like that should be like talked about. But I don't think their whole career should be ruined over like one tweet. Like people like over exaggerate like how bad the tweet is or whatever.
Yeah, but you know about the Randolph versus Deji beef, right?
Yeah.
You know how Randolph was trying to diss Deji for the allegations from when he was like 16 or 17, asking girls for pics or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he tried to like literally like ruin his career, and I didn't actually I didn't like how he went about it. Like I like Randolph tried to claim like that it was like just like it was just entertainment, but it wasn't entertainment when you dissed him trying to bring out allegations and actually calling up girls to try to ruin his career.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that type of entertainment was really detrimental to someone's career.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like that G like cleared everything up after.
Yeah, man. I don't know how to feel. I didn't really know how to feel about that. But also, how do you feel about like you feel like the UK YouTube scene is kind of dying? Cause I know you're from like United Kingdom, right? London, England.
Yeah. Manchester.
Manchester. Okay, I heard of that. Yeah, I heard of that. You ever been to America?
Nah, not yet, but I wanna go though.
No, I haven't been to England.
Someday in the future.
Yeah. You should come down there. New York is pretty cool too.
Wait.
Yeah, it's cool. I also want.
What was your question?
Oh no, that was my question. But I wanted to ask. You know, how do you feel about commentators getting like backlash for like, you know, like Cavos? How do you feel about Cavos and commentators in general getting a lot of backlash?
I don't know about the couple situation.
No, like no Cavos. You know how people, don't really like Cavos because Cavos like talks a lot of mess and then he tries to be negative. That's what I was trying to ask.
I'm not really. I don't really watch him. Sorry.
Oh, you don't really watch him? Okay. Okay. But oh yeah, my question was, how do you feel about the UK YouTube scene? Did I ask you that or did you answer it?
Yeah, I feel like low key is dying. Like, I feel like one of the most successful YouTubers in the UK is someone called Nella Rosa. I'm not sure if you heard of her or not.
Who?
Nella Rose.
Delaro. Who?
No. Nella Rose.
No, I only know. I know.
Like, she's not like.
How many subscribers does she have?
Oh wait, I'll check it.
I know KSI. I know KSI, Deji, Rotashore, Simon, JMX, Cavos, maybe like a few other, maybe True Jordy. But y'all don't really.
She's not as big. Like she's only got like 370k
Yes.
subscribers, but still, she's popular over here. Like 370k in the UK is quite a lot.
70. Oh shoot. That's a lot in the UK. Dang. It could. Maybe it's easier.
It's enough for a lot of people to know you. You get?
Maybe it's easier to get subscribers in the UK than it is in the USA, because you got everybody trying to be YouTubers over here. At least over there, you only got like a few people really blowing up like that. And your channel's quickly growing too, so you could probably do something like that.
But then, true, I guess you're right. Well, like, still over here, there's a lot of people trying to do YouTube as well.
Oh, and I just you said you wanted to collab with Impacts, right?
Well, maybe sometime in the future, yeah, it would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, you should in the future you should ask to collab with them. He's always open for collabs. He said he never asked people for collab. He waits until a person asks him for a collab.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking you sometime, but I just gotta work on the upload schedule. Like,
Yeah,
the upload schedule's so bad.
I see you. You post like once a month. His upload schedule is bad too. He's not that consistent. He posts like every once in a month.
Nah, like for me, it's not even once a month. I don't think I posted in like 5 months, and it's due to my laptop, man. Like, I need to get a new laptop.
I tried posting. I at least try to post almost every day, but I like sometimes I like to take a break. Like I actually took a whole year break, like back in like 2018, and I got back in like November because I just wanted to focus on myself first before I focus on anything like YouTube related. Oh shoot, he's getting away.
Yeah, like taking breaks, like it's healthy, man. Like you can't always focus on one thing. Sometimes you just gotta like just rest for it, but you can think about other stuff. Take your mind off it.
True. How do you feel about like, are you realizing that there's so many contracted relationships? How do you feel about that? Like people actually doing like that's corny to me.
What do you mean?
How do you feel about people doing contracted relationships? Like having relationships just for YouTube? That seems corny to me.
Do you mean like Jake Paul and his girlfriend and everything?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like, yeah, I guess it is pretty cringe because like they're giving out all the like personal stuff out for the internet and everything, where it should be just for them. If you get what I mean?
Yeah. Like I don't understand why why you gotta fake a relationship. It seems so kind of.
Is that what they did? They faked a relationship.
Yeah, they faked the relationship.
Oh, that's weird.
That's what I was asking. I was asking, well, how do you feel about them like contracting? Like they write contracts to be together. like Jake Paul faked marry Erica Castell, but he
Married.
yeah, fake marry.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
But the thing is, she thought they were actually dating. That's the yeah, she thought they were actually dating. Even though she was in,
That's not fair on her.
even though she was in on the fake marriage, but she thought they were actually like dating. That was kind of what was messed up about it.
Wait, so was Jake Paul just doing it all for clout?
Yeah, he was doing it all for clout. I don't understand. That's why I was asking you, how do you feel about that? Like, people are actually out here faking relationships.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. Especially if the other person is like unaware of it to an extent. Like, it's really really break their heart.
How do you feel? Do you think a YouTuber can you think YouTubers' careers can't last forever? You think they can't be on top for a long time, or because there's always a new person? Or do you think you can last forever?
No, I think it's definitely possible to last forever, but the thing is, like, you can't do the same stuff over and over again. Like, for example, KSI, like, he used to do FIFA videos, but when he started doing, like, I can't remember exactly what he started doing after the FIFA videos, but obviously he went to the boxing, he started doing music, like, he's exploring different things, and that's where he's been able to, like, keep getting subscribers.
Do you think that's what's wrong with Deji's channel? Why he's not growing as much as KSI is anymore?
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's what's one of the main reasons. Like since like 2013, he's just been doing reaction videos. Like he's not supposed to something look like he's starting to make music or something.
I
Do
think
interviews.
like I think Comedy Shorts Gamer had like, he used to do challenges, he used to do skits. He stopped doing all that and just started doing reactions. And that's getting, it's like it gets boring after a while. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I'm not really one to talk. It's kind of like lazy. It's just doing the same thing over and over again with no imagination.
and then he promised that he would change his channel, and he's still doing reactions.
Yeah, man. It's peak for him because he used to be on 10 million subscribers before. Now he's on like 9.94.
I don't understand, man. He actually used to be my favorite YouTuber. Like, I used to watch him a lot as a kid.
Yeah, same. Like him and KSI, like the content used to be so fun. Like KSI's content is still like, it is funny, but not as funny as it was my favorite video.
Yeah, but it's still entertaining though. Like, KSI is still actually my favorite YouTuber. It's just that his content's not as funny. Let's be 100% honest. Nobody's content right now is really that good besides Mr. Beast, KSI, maybe PewDiePie, and I actually kind of like Ricegum's content.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, like, he has good entertainment. Like, I understand why people might not like him, but like his vlogs back in the day were good, and the You Must Be Stopped series was actually goated. I'm not gonna cap. That was kind of goated. When he was calling out those cringy kids on like freaking Musically. Those days when Musically was cringe. Musically was.
I think I remember that scene.
Yeah, at least Musically wasn't over cringe, bro. Like, Musically had cringe, but it wasn't like horrible. Freaking nowadays, TikTok is so freaking cringe.
Yeah, most of it's cringe, but like sometimes you find some good videos.
But I usually ask people this: how do you feel about? You remember how Vinders moved? You know how Vinders moved over to YouTube and became big YouTubers like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and King Batch? TikTokers are starting to do that. Do you think the YouTube community is gonna be more horrible and more toxic if they do that and get more lazy?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah, because like TikTok, like, it's full of like little kids and everything, man. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if they come over and take over YouTube, it's just gonna it's gonna be a disaster, man.
With the direction YouTube is going, do you think YouTube will fall off a bit?
Nah, I don't think it fall off anytime soon. Like, cause say for example, if I don't think I see any YouTubers or content creators that coming off the platform because like most of them use that for their job. Like that's their job, innit?
Right, right,
So
right.
I don't expect it to die down. And as long as they're still doing YouTube, there'll be people to watch them. So yeah, I think YouTube's gonna be sticking around quite well.
Yeah, especially when TV is dying, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing on TV, but nothing to watch anymore. Most people are on Netflix and YouTube. That's pretty much it.
Even to a extent, Netflix is also kind of like getting rivaled a bit between Disney Plus and Hulu, so they got some competition. People are starting to
Oh,
switch.
yeah.
Yeah, if there's more companies out there, Netflix is in fear of losing their subscriptions.
Yeah, because remember, like before, Netflix used to be at the top of the game, but now they're kind of stuck. And especially with the stuff that they're bringing out as well, it's not that good. Like there was a good film called, I think it's called Expedition or something like that with, you know, the Thor actor.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you,
Yeah.
what do you think about like? Do you think it's easier to get subs back through like 2005 through 2014? Was it easier to get subs compared to 2015 to 2020?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because there's less businesses on the site back then, and obviously like there's less people as well, so more people are trying to do work.
True, true, true. What do you think it was the best summer for YouTube?
Uy, perdón.
That's something for YouTube.
Yeah, our
I'm not really sure you. I
I
think like 2016.
I think it was 2017
Oh, and why do you think that?
because that's when the all the diss tracks came out. Simon diss tracks, Ricegum versus Jake Paul and all of them.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that's great.
It was so like it was that like summer was so fire. DDG versus Disc God. If you don't know who Disc God is, he's supposedly like Rice Gum's ghostwriter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember KSI saying in a video, I think yesterday or the day before that, thingy, Rasmus said this.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was ghostwriter.
Yeah, there was an American YouTuber that actually exposed Rice Gum like 3 years ago for having a ghostwriter on a diss track. It was a YouTuber called DDG.
Yeah, I think I've heard him.
Yeah, he had battle with this god. I actually don't know what happened to this guy. Like he kind of fell off like after like 2018. I remember he used to do a lot of Twitch streams, and he had that whole best YouTube rap list that had that went viral. I don't know what happened to him though. I guess like Rice Gum probably was paying him money or something like that.
Yeah, like he could have like, paid the money to like stop like exposing us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I got one more question before we go up. Who do you feel makes more? Who do you feel makes better music? Uh, KSI or Rice Gum?
Oh, definitely KSI, 100%.
Why you say that?
Like, I listen to some of Rasmus's music, and I don't know, like, his flow just sounds weird in his voice. Like, I don't know. I don't like his voice, man. It just sounds weird. It sounds lazy and everything. You get it?
Okay. Um. Okay, that's all. Hey everybody, please like and subscribe to AP's channel. It'll be in the description. I'll put your Twitter and you have an Instagram, right?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
He has an Instagram. I'll send you the video. It's gonna be uploaded at 8 o'clock. I'll send you the video to repost on social media. Please like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe on this video. And I'll see you in the next vid or interview. Alright, peace.